We're here with Ron Horng, Chief Environment Officer of Foxconn. Ron, tell us what we have here in the way of our sustainability and environment efforts.
Okay, let me introduce for the whole area. This area is one of the HHTD exhibition. We call it Smart City. So in these sessions, we will show you how environmental protections and the recycle economics are doing in the smart city.
Okay.
First, let's see this pretty tank. You can see the concrete stone parts. We remanufacture from recycled construction debris.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after construction, we have many bricks, concrete they need to throw out, right? And in Taiwan, it's too small. There's no place to go. So make use of them to make a coral reef.
So you're using those as a foundation for a coral reef.
Yeah. Then we use the 3D printing technology to print out the coral and print out the matrix, which algae and the fish would like to live in.
So you're building habitat for sea life.
Sure, and it's patents. You know, we cooperate with the National Taiwan Oceanography University, and they are specialized in habitats of each different species, including algae, coral, and the fish. So they have a 3D like a parameter. We just put those parameters into our 3D printing machine, then print out the matrix habitat for all the marine life. So that is the result. We plant algae and we recover many different endangered species in North Taiwan.
So this is in the ocean now, in northeast Taiwan, or off the coast.
How the problem come in? My boss might ask you, how the result of your recovery? You already released 40,000 fishes into the oceans. You have recovered so many, you have plants, many reef. Right? So what's the result? So here is the AI solution. We verify the result, how we recover and how much the recovery area. You see, it's look like a submarine camera, right? And before this was used, we have got to go diving.
Okay.
And record in the line. We call that's a crossing line to check how many new material coming out, right? But that take time. But also in bad weather, it's very hot to dive in, right? So we use this one. It's very convenient. We could regularly let it dive into the ocean and do the daily patrol, weekly patrol, and make this record with required fish. What kind of this fish is? How big is it?
Yeah. So the AI can identify the fish and also measure them.
The area of the reef.
So we have data that shows the results and the new sea life. That's outstanding.
Yeah, and why we need this data? Because when we planting this algae in the oceans, we also like them to absorb the carbon dioxide, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a carbon we can use as our carbon asset. But how much is it? It's a proof. We will give this data to the certification company. They will certify how much carbon dioxide we already captured from the atmosphere into the ocean, into our reef, into our algae.
So we're not just paying for credits, we're actually capturing the carbon dioxide and converting that back to oxygen.
We have two good effects. One is biodiversity, doing marine life recovery. The second one, we can capture the carbon dioxide. We call it blue carbon because the ocean is blue. Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Let's move to our next exhibition. First one is the construction debris, right? Now we go to our daily life. When you get up, you need to get a cup of coffee, right? In Taiwan, there is one convenience store chain they call Family Mart.
One of my favorites.
Okay, everyone, you go to take a cup of coffee, right? You must, they must produce lots of coffee powder leftover,
grounds.
right? You know, in Taiwan, they can produce almost like $100 tons per year of the leftover.
That's a lot of coffee.
Yeah, so how they deal with that? Of course, they can say, okay, I give you to plant the trees, right? But that's consumed a little. Most of the powder leftover have got to go to the incinerator to burn it. Let's make more dioxide release out, right?
Right.
So it's also one problem, right? Because our daily habits, like drinking a cup of coffee, right? So how we make use of another one? Now we sign a contract, an MOU with Mart. We want to collect all their powder leftover, coffee leftover powder, and automatically through this machine, it will make it drier. Because without a little bit drier, it will go bad smelling and with some bacteria on it. It's very hard to deal with the later step, right? So after drying, they have a QR code. Just scan it. Then all the information go to the database. There's over 10,000 family mart in Taiwan, right?
Right.
So we got all information over there. You see, today we have got to collect how many kilograms from which store they will collect it. Then we start 3 production line to make use of this coffee powder leftover. The first production line is we use the coffee powder leftover to reproduce as the active carbon. You know, before this was done, active carbon have got to make from the coconut crust. You need to burn it. That will consume lots of carbon dioxide, right? So after we use the coffee powder, we save a lot of carbon emissions. So it's a low carbon material to become a filter. You can see it's a filter. We do 2 tests. The first one is we put the chlorine. Chlorine is from the table water, right? Now it's chlorine. We have the number 1.56. Now after our coffee powder active carbon, now it's 0.
Wow.
So it really works.
So
the second,
So the coffee itself is the filter media.
Yeah, and we also make some property change by some heating process.
Okay.
Yeah, and the next one you can see is dye water with blue color, right? After through our coffee manufacture active carbon, now it's transparent.
Okay.
Yeah, you can drink.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing, right? So besides the water treatment, we also can apply to our HEPA to filter our airs. It's the system in the car. It's all used by our coffee powder. So it's a low carbon product.
So this is an air filter for your car.
Yeah,
Wow.
correct.
Wow.
And,
Made out
it's
of
a
coffee.
filter for our fab.
Okay.
Yeah. So for example, you want to filter HEPA or clean room in your building, you can use our coffee
powder filter. Wow.
Okay, so that's our first production line. Let's go to the second production line. We transform our coffee powder into the biochar.
Okay.
Biochar, the color is different, right? And we can make a lot of products. Here is a cup pad logo. Beautiful, right? Actually, we already seal carbon dioxide into it. It could seal around like a 5 gram carbon dioxide into this one.
So the carbon dioxide is inside there and
it's
out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's out of atmosphere. We already merge it with our coffee powder, become a stone. You know, calcium plus carbon dioxide equal to calcite. Right? So it's something like a calcite, already seal carbon dioxide. It's our second production line.
Wow.
Yeah. And so every distinguished guest, when you come here tomorrow, you can get a souvenir. Yeah, welcome. Come back tomorrow. So let's see our third production line, is agricultural film. You know, during agriculture's use, we have got to use some agricultural plastic to cover, you see, to cover your soil, to prevent your moisture release or prevent the grass coming out, right? And then it used to be the plastic, but at the crop, you need to throw out lots of plastic garbage, right? Now, we manufacture from our leftover, convert into the film. So it could replace the plastic agricultural plastic film. Now, it has the same function as the plastic, but it could automatically just stop after a crop finish. They just absorbed by the soil.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So it's also seal carbon dioxide into the soil.
Into the soil itself.
Yeah. And it's a natural, like a natural gone. Natural disappeared after 3 months after crops. After they got all crops. Then
Wonderful.
just let it over. Just leave it. So it's all our products in our booth. Very welcome.
Ron, thank you so much
Sure.
for taking the time.
Sure.
Wonderful to see
No
these
problem.
efforts.
Yeah.